Hey guys, welcome back to Final Fantasy VII. So, last time, we finished the flashback and we headed out of Calm and into the chocobo farm, and now we're actually gonna find ourselves a chocobo. So, we got the chocobo lore set. In order to make things easier, I moved all of the greens up to the top of my, inventory. That way, they won't cause any issues. So now when you hear that music, that means you actually ran into a chocobo. So what you want to do, throw the Mimet greens at him, and then use level 4 suicide. So yep, do that. And there was a particular reason why we had to do that. Because now, he's going to use Choco Buckle. And believe it or not, this is actually an enemy skill. So, yep. The chocobo will run away, so you're gonna have to take that L, but you will get the skill out of it, so I would say it's a worthwhile exchange in my opinion. So, yep, kill these dudes. Yep. Got that done. And now we can actually go ahead and catch a chocobo. So, yep. Just run around on these tracks. And we've got the music again, so now basically just make sure throw the greens at the chocobo. If you throw it on the actual enemy, it will just heal them. So yeah. So yeah. Just make sure you kill all the other enemies first, because if you don't, the chocobo will lose its concentration, and it'll try to run away, so yeah. Attack you. And grab. Alright, perfect. Alright, this should do it. Yep, caught a chocobo. So, there you go. Simple as that. So, how to ride a chocobo. Press B to get off. Chocobos will escape whenever a player dismounts. So now, all I gotta do is just ride them across this marsh right here. And if you see that thing crawling around in the marsh, that's actually the Midgar Zolom, and it will chase you once you step foot on it. So make sure you try to dodge it. It is pretty fast, but as long as you make it across here, you should be okay. And once you make it across here, you can actually go ahead and dismount. And if you want, you can actually go ahead and fight this thing in order to learn another enemy skill. And this enemy skill is actually one that's pretty strong, so I believe it or not, I actually would kind of recommend doing it, because it is a pretty strong skill for this point in the game. And if you farmed at that train graveyard for gravity balls, it would make the fight a lot easier, but when I had to restart the game, I was an idiot and didn't do that, so I'm gonna have to do it like this. But I'm actually not going to do it on screen, I'm just gonna go off screen and do it. So, yes. I will be back, and once I take this, and when I come back, I should have the skill on. So, yep, I will be back in a second. Okay, I'm back. Actually, a few things happened while I was off screen. For one thing, Cloud ended up learning his second stage limit breaks. Red learned his second level 1 limit break. And I also was able to obtain the enemy skill Beta. Now, this is the skill that you get from the Midgar Zolom. It is a very expensive skill, but it is also a very powerful one, so I would recommend having it on your character. since I fought him off screen, basically I'll go over probably what's the best strategy for it. Before you actually fight the Midgar Golem, I would actually recommend getting into a fight with those elephant enemies and have all of your characters afflicted with sadness, because that enemy uses an attack called Shower, which makes all of your characters sad, and that actually halves all the physical damage that they take. So it goes a long way into mitigating damage while you're throwing your gravel balls at it. And speaking of, those gravel balls that you've been saving up since the train graveyard, if you were doing that, really help lower the thing's health. So I would basically suggest throwing a bunch of gravel balls at it while healing in between to keep your guys alive. Once his health gets low enough, he will use a move that will actually remove one of your party characters, and if he just so happens to remove your enemy skill character, you're kind of screwed. This is why I actually recommend saving before you take him on, that way you don't waste your gravel balls. So yeah, so basically just throw a bunch of gravel balls at him, heal in between. And another thing to keep in mind, Beta is a fire element spell, so make sure that whoever you have the enemy skill materia attached to also has the fire elemental attached to their armor, because once that thing uses Beta, it will basically kill your entire party except for them. So make sure, just make sure you have that equipped, that way, because even if your character dies, as long as they learn the skill, if you can bring them back, you should be okay. Just make sure you heal. Make sure you heal in between. And he can do that tail whip attack more than once, so just be careful. If you die, just keep trying. You have your saves, so there's really no pressure, honestly. Just keep throwing the gravel balls at him until they do about like 200-ish health, and at that point just use magic, and he should go down eventually. So yeah, enough of that. Let's go ahead and enter the Mythril Mine, and oh no, the giant snake thing, it's dead. Did Sephiroth do this? Gee, you think? That's freaking horrifying. The Sephiroth guy is pretty strong, I'd say. It's a power that we should respect. Oh yeah, so head back out, literally go back in, and now we enter the Mythril Mine. So here, start by going to the left, grabbing a couple of items. Now, believe it or not, that dragon thing in the back actually also has an enemy skill that we need to learn. It just used it, flamethrower. So, actually, a good thing to do is just use Beta on this thing, because that thing actually absorbs fire. So you don't have to worry about killing it by accident until it learns flamethrower. And flamethrower is not a strong enough skill to where you have to worry about your party members dying. So, yeah, just do that. They're dead. And, yep, literally just sit here and wait until he uses flamethrower on your enemy skill character. So, yeah. And there we go. So, there you have it. Yep, just take him out. There we go. And my all material leveled up. Nice. Grab this, ether, grab this treasure chest, it's a tent. Type this thing. Bolts. I'll use Mantra Magic on you. And swing. There we go. They're taken out. Heal. Get up here. Grab this. Long range materia. It's literally exactly how it sounds. It allows you to do full damage from the back row. So, I'll put it on Barrett, since he's basically a long-range character anyway. So, yep, let's move forward. After that, head down here. These guys also have an item that you can steal from. So, yeah, you can go ahead and do that if you want. I am. So, let's do that. Come on. I know you have it. There you go, Grand Glove. So, that... Where is it? Beta you to death. There we go. Yeah, that shit is fucking insane. That's really funny. He levels up. Yay. Get down here. Grab this treasure box. Mine source. And let's head this way. Just a second. Oh, it's the suits again. I hoped I'd never see you again. You know who I am. Turks, right? Well, if you know, then this won't take long. It's difficult to explain what the Turks do. Kidnapping, right? To put it negatively, you could say that. But that's not all there is to it anymore. Sir. It's alright, Rude. I know you don't like speeches, so don't force it. Then explain, Elena. I'm the newest member of the Turks, Elena. Thanks to what you did to Reno, we're short-handed. But, because of that, I got promoted to the Turks. Anyhow, our job is to find out where Sephiroth is headed, and to try and stop you every step of the way. Wait a minute, it's the other way around. You're the ones that are getting in our way. Elena, you talk too much. Mr. Seng? No need to tell them about our orders. Sorry, Seng. I thought I gave you orders. Now go. Don't forget to follow your report. Oh, right. Very well. Reed and I will go after Sephiroth, who is heading for Junon Harbor. Elena, you don't seem to understand. I'm sorry. Go. Don't let Sephiroth get her away. Yes, sir! Alright. Reno said he wanted to see you after the injuries you gave him healed. He wants to show his affection for you all with a new weapon. Well then. Is Eris, isn't she with you? Eris isn't with us. She's with the others. Oh, then give her my regards. Cool. Alright, in here. More stuff. Elixir. High potion. Random enemies. Let's use this. Let's use Monster Magic just to save. Bolts. And they're done. Grenade bomb gained. That's their second level limit break. Attack all opponents. That'll come in handy. Yep, definitely set that. And now, climb up this thing. Let's get out of this fight. Dead. He's running out of magic. Barret levels up. Go. And we're out of the mine. So, what to do next? Now, there's actually a couple of things you can do next. For one thing, you can head over there. Head over here to this building with a giant bird. But before we do that, a thing you should do is head towards these forests. Because there's actually a special encounter that you can run into. And it's not an enemy skill. It's something even better. So, I'm actually going to cut off the video here. And I'm going to run around that forest until we run into that random encounter. And I will see you back when we do so. So, yep. I will see y'all in a second. And here we go. This is the encounter that I was looking for. So basically, all you just gotta do is just knock her. Is basically just beat her like any other enemy. Nothing really to it. So let's just take her out. And yep, very easy. No items. Yep, just went up to her. Man, I can't believe I lost. You, specky-headed jerk. One more time. Let's go one more time. Not interested. Thinking of running away? Stay and fight. Fight, I said! Toss her again. Come on, what's the matter? You're pretty scared of me, huh? Petrified. Just as I thought. What do you expect with my skills? Good luck to you guys too. If you feel up to it, we can go another round. Later! I'm gonna leave. I mean it! Wait a second. What is it? You still have something for me? So, is that it? I know you want my help because I'm so good. You want me to go with you? That's right. Thought so. You put me in a spot. What should I do? But, if you want me that bad, I can't refuse. Alright, I'll go with you. Let's hurry. Huh? Hey! Hey! Wait, I haven't even told you my name! This is Yuffie. You can actually don't have to do it this early. You can actually come to her later on if you want, but I'm gonna pick her up early just that way I have her already. I'm Yuffie. Good to meet ya. Just as I planned. All I have to do is a little this and a little that. Yep. That safe spot's a trap, by the way. If you go into that, she will run and steal your shit. So, yeah. Now, actually, believe it or not, I'm going to put her in my party. I'm gonna take off all this. I'm going to replace, if you hadn't guessed, I'm going to replace Barret with her. Level 17. So yeah. So you can basically do whatever you want her to do. See, her stats are pretty good. Her stats are pretty average, I would say. So yeah, let's dump some material on her. She comes equipped with the dog material, which I don't think is really even worth messing with, to be honest. Just like Barrett, all of her weapons are long range, so you can shove her in the back row and she'll do some pretty decent damage. So let's put some materia on you. Yes, steel. Guess I'll give you this summon. Why not? Fire. Elemental, I guess. Not really much else I can give her. Give her this to level it up. Excuse me. Honestly, I think that's really about it right now. Nothing else really in particular that we need. So, yep. And now that we have Yuffie in our party, we can head to the building with the giant bird. So yeah, let's hurry on over there. After this fight. And I guess we'll show off Yuffie's skills while we're doing this too. So, yep. Attack. Yuffie's limit break is Grease Lightning. So, yep. Basically just a normal limit break, so yeah, just take him out. Yep, very easy. So, yep. Here's Yuffie, that's a pretty... I don't think that was a really good example. But, anyway. Head up here. We've been fighting the Shinra on this battlefield for a long time. We've still settled in for a long war with them. Could you spare us some time and help us fight them? We don't want to sound pushy, so if you're busy with something, why don't you finish that first? Where's Junon? Let's see, head north along the coast, and keep going a ways and you'll run into Junon. Be alert, because it sits in the shadows of a small hill. Anyway. We'll help you. Really? Then go on up and they'll fill you in on the details. So, yep, follow this guy. Climb up the rope. And talk to this dude. Now this is something. I never thought anyone would ever climb up here. Your eyes are different. Well, anyhow, any minute now, this will be a battlefield against Shinra. You'd better get down before you get involved. The Shinra. The Shinra? Here too? It appears you have a problem with Shinra too. After all, you climbed up here. Why not listen to what I have to say for a moment? I guess so. Do you know what's at the top of this mountain? The reactor and the Condor. I can see you're very perceptive. Yes, it's a reactor and a Condor. It seems that the Shinra doesn't like the idea of having a Condor on top of the reactor. It's not very logical. I'm certain there must be state-of-the-art material inside the reactor, am I right? It seemed there's some type of special material in the reactor above us. And because the Condor came, the Shinra rushed troops in. The military wants to get the Condor and all the villagers off this mountain. The Condor is now warming its egg, which hatches only once every few years. We would like to protect the Condor from being harmed. You lies. So, to protect the egg, are you gonna protect the reactor? Special materia, huh? Well, things are getting interesting. Yeah, she definitely has some ulterior motives going on. Unfortunately, we do not have the ability to fight Shinra ourselves. That's why we have hired soldiers to help us. As our sponsor, you can help us with the contribution, or by fighting alongside of us. What do you think? Do you want to join us in our fights? You decide what you're going to do. If things go right, we might even be able to pray to that special materia. Alright. Right. Let me lend a hand too. Okay, it's settled. We're going to get the materia, right? So, yep, we've been drafted into this war. So, yep, let's go up here. This is a shop, so if you need some stuff, you can go here. They also sell materia, if you need some of that. Yep. In fact, I think I am gonna buy some materia. I'll buy These. I'll buy 3, that way I'll always have one for the party. You hang in there. Not really anything in here that I need. Oh, I don't want to talk to you again. Down here. Also head down here. You got a safe spot and a rest spot, so it's a really good place to rest because actually the Junon area is actually a really good place to get experience and even AP because there's a ton of enemies here. So if you want to do some training, which I might actually do after this video ends, now's a good time to do it, especially since you're so close to an end. So yeah. Let's head back up here. There's also another ladder. And actually, if you look out here, you get a pretty good image of that condor, and I guess that's the egg. So that's pretty cool. And next episode, we'll talk to this guy and see what's going on with this war with Shinra and everything. So yeah, I'll catch you guys later in the next episode. See ya!